In this video, I will help you create viral anime music shorts like this, using AI tools in 4 simple steps. We will start with prompt generation in ChatGPT, then move to image generation using Leonardo AI, then we get the copyright-free music, and finally compile all of these in Canva. And as a bonus step, I will help you animate these images for free to ensure your channel stands out. So let's get started. First, hop on ChatGPT and ask it to generate prompts for Leonardo AI. You've got 2 options here either. Describe the kind of shot you want in detail, or just upload a reference image and let it analyze that. ChatGPT will then spit out a structured image prompt for you to use in Leonardo AI. Now, to make sure your scene actually fits standard video dimensions, specifically for shorts, tell ChatGPT to keep it at a 9:16 aspect ratio. This is super important, because if you don't set the right dimensions from the start, you'll have to do extra cropping and adjustments later, which can mess up the composition. Don't just settle for one prompt. Ask ChatGPT to generate multiple variations of the prompt with slight tweaks. This way, you have options and can pick the best ones, instead of being stuck with something that doesn't fully match your vision. Small changes in lighting, camera angles, or composition can make a huge difference in how polished the final result looks. Now, before you rush into generating images, take a step back and decide what type of short you're actually creating. Are you making an animated scene, a cinematic AI-generated video, a VFX-heavy clip? Whatever it is, your prompts should be tailored to match your end goal. If you go in without a clear plan, you'll end up wasting time on images that don't really work for your content. Once you've got your prompts ready, go through each one carefully. Don't just copy and paste blindly, actually read through them and make sure everything makes sense. If something feels off, tweak it before heading to Leonardo AI. This step is crucial because AI can sometimes misinterpret details, and if your prompt isn't clear, you'll end up with weird, unusable images. Once everything looks solid, it's time to move on to the image generation process. And trust me, this is where things start getting fun. Alright, let's get into image generation easily, my favorite part of this whole process. Like I mentioned in the last video, this is where things really start coming to life. Just grab your prompt and drop it straight into Leonardo AI's prompt box. At first, I thought about using Leonardo Classic with an anime semi-realism style, but I realized those images might be tricky to animate properly. So instead, I went with Flow State. The base type is anime, but you can tweak it however you like to match your vision. Now, when it comes to colors, I kept things kind of random to generate multiple variations from the same prompt. This way, I'd have different options to choose from later. But here's the thing, Flow State isn't perfect. It messes up a lot, and you'll probably get some weird, distorted images. So make sure to double-check everything before downloading. Since I'm not aiming for a super structured video this time, I'm just selecting images randomly to show you how different styles will look once animated. This will help you understand which ones work best for shorts, and which ones might need some extra tweaking. Once you've picked your favorite images, download them, and get ready for the next step. Trust me, this part gets addictive, so don't be surprised if you end up generating way more images than you actually need. Alright, so there are 2 awesome ways to get copyright-free music for your videos. One option is Pixabay. It has a nice collection of sounds that you can choose from completely free. However, I prefer creating custom tracks using Suno AI. With Suno AI, you simply type in the style of music you're looking for, and it generates a track that perfectly fits your short. The free plan gives you enough credits to create up to 4 songs a day, which is more than enough to keep your channel safe from copyright issues. I'd also recommend upgrading to the premium plan once you get monetized to avoid any future hassles. Now, let's move on to the next step. Now, let's get to animating the images. Most creators just use a simple zoom effect, but adding a cool animation can really make your work stand out. First, grab an animation prompt since these are all scenic shots. I'm planning on a drone-style aerial zoom for that cinematic feel. Of course, you can design your own style if you prefer. I'll use ChatGPT to help nail down the perfect prompt, then copy it over to Hailuo AI. Hailuo is awesome because it animates your exact images without altering them too much. Just upload your image, insert the prompt, and let it work its magic. If you're on a free plan, you can generate up to 3 animations per day, so using a couple of accounts should be enough for creating 1 short per day. It typically takes about 20 to 60 minutes for the animations to generate, so be patient. You can also experiment with the preset camera movements if they fit your style better. Play around with the settings, see what works, and don't be afraid to try different approaches. Once you've animated all your images and are happy with the results, we'll move on to the final step, compiling everything together into your finished video. This process is all about creativity and experimenting, so have fun with it and see where your ideas take you. Alright, now let's bring everything together in CapCut. Follow these steps carefully because if you mess this part up, your short won't hit as hard as it should. First, import your music and all the animations you've created. For this video, I went with a Chinese ambient track from Pixabay, but feel free to choose whatever fits your vibe. If you want, you can also add some overlays for extra flair, but that's totally optional. Now, to make sure your short looks high quality and actually grabs attention, we need to sync all the animations perfectly with the beats of the music. You could listen through the entire track and do this manually, but CapCut has a built-in AI tool that does it for you in seconds. Just head over to the beat marker feature and select beat 1. This will highlight the primary beats, which work best for this type of edit. Avoid beat 2, since it focuses on smaller beats that are mostly used for high-speed velocity edits. We need something smooth and cinematic here. Once you have your beat markers set up, zoom in on the timeline and start placing your animations accordingly. This is where speed ramps come in. They'll help match the motion of your animations with the beats of the music, making the transitions feel natural and seamless. Try creating a rhythm with the speed ramps personally. I went for a flash in, flash out effect to keep things dynamic. If you only have a few animations, like me, I had just 5, just copy and paste them strategically to extend the sequence and reach the 60-second mark. Keep in mind that YouTube Shorts need to be under 60 seconds to maximize their viral potential, so don't go over that limit. Now, once everything is synced up and looks smooth, go ahead and export your video. But wait, there's one last thing to fix. If you used Hailuo AI for animations, you'll notice there's a watermark on the footage. No worries, though it's an easy fix. Just use a watermark remover tool, import your video, and draw a selection box around the logo to erase it. Once that's done, save and export your final version. And that's it! You now have a fully animated, high-quality short ready to go. If you followed all these steps properly, your short should look professional and stand out from the competition. Now go ahead, upload it, and watch the views roll in.